Hello friends, as we know that the central government have already notified some of the provision of Central GST Act and Integrated GST Act. Hence, they have cleared the road for getting new registration under GST with effect from 25th of June 2017. So now let's see that what will be the steps for getting new registration under GST and what kind of documents will be required. So today we will discuss all the registration related steps and all kind of document which will be required to be uploaded online along with the application for registration. Following will be the major 8 step which we have to follow for getting a new registration. In first step, we will be submitting part A of form REG 1. In part A, we have to submit 4 details. Number 1, our PAN card. Number 2, email ID. And number 3, mobile number. And number 4, the state in which we are getting registration. After submission of part A, our PAN will be validated by the common portal and our mobile number and email ID will be verified through a separate one-time password. In third step, after PAN validation and verification of mobile number and email ID, a temporary reference number will get generated. In fourth step, we will submit our main application in part B of form GST REG 1. All detail which will be required to fill in part B of form REG 1 is required to be submitted along with the required document. We will see that what kind of document we have to attach with this part B of REG 01. In fifth step, after successful submission of our application in part B of form REG 1, acknowledgement in form REG 2 will get generated. In sixth step, the proper officer will do verification of our application which we have submitted for grant of registration, and the proper officer, if he will be satisfied with all the details and documents submitted by us, then he will approve the same. In seventh step, the proper officer will issue registration certificate in form REG 06. And finally, after getting registration under the GST, we are required to display the registration certificate in our office, and we have to mention our GSTN number on name board of our organization. So till now we have seen that what will be the steps to getting registration under GST. So we have to follow all these steps for getting registration under GST, and after getting our registration we can start our compliance. Now we will see that what kind of documents will be required to be submitted along with the application for registration. So first document which is required will to be attached with the application is the photograph of the applicant or the authorized person. So photograph of the applicant or the authorized person is must to be attached. Number second will be the proof of constitution that is required to be attached. Number third will be the proof of the principal place of business. So in this principal place of business, they have provided that it can be your owned office. In case of owned office, they are saying that proof of ownership is required to be. And in case of rented premises, we have to submit our rent agreement or lease agreement as the case may be, and along with this we have to submit latest property tax receipt or municipal khata copy or copy of electricity bill. If our premises is neither our own premises and nor we have taken the premises on rent, in that case a copy of consent letter with any document in support of the ownership of the premises of the consenter will be required to be uploaded. If our premises is neither our own premises and nor we have taken the premises on rent, in that case, a copy of consent letter with any document in support of the ownership of the premises of consenter will be required to be uploaded. Here in GST they have provided one more document which can be accepted as proof of premises. They are saying that if we have rented a premises but we are not having any kind of rent agreement or lease agreement with us, then they are saying that an affidavit to that effect along with any document in support of the possession of the premises like copy of electricity bill can be submitted. Next we have to submit our bank account related proof. It can be a copy of our bank passbook or statement or scanned copy of our cancelled check. And the last document which will be required to be submitted is authorization form. So thus we have seen that what will be the documentary requirement for getting registration under GST. So these are very normal and simple document which can be easily available, and we can apply, anyone can apply for the registration and get their registration done within 3 days, as they have provided that from acknowledgement the proper officer have to approve the application of registration within 3 working days. And also, as we have seen that part A will be submitted by us separately, so they have given that the gap between part A and part B can be 15 days. So part B can be filled within 15 days from the application in part A. There is no registration fees for registration under GST. So friends, this was all about the registration under GST Act. I hope that the same will be fruitful for all of you, and expect to see you soon again. Thanks.